Moving forward, the SIG P320 is no longer admitted into Patriot Training classes. Let's talk about that. Welcome to the Patriot Training YouTube channel. My name is Clay Howell. I am the owner and head firearms instructor at Patriot Training. The purpose of this video is a very serious one indeed. After much deliberation and out of an abundance of caution, we have decided at Patriot Training to ban the SIG P320 and all of its variants from classes and events at Patriot Training. We did not take this matter lightly. We investigated, we listened to the facts. We're certainly not jumping on any bandwagon or anything like that. But due to serious and ongoing safety concerns, including multiple reports from many police departments, military, as well as firearms training academies, there have been a plethora of uncommanded discharges. Because of that, we will no longer allow the SIG P320 on the line in our classes or at our events. This decision is in alignment, like I said, with multiple firearms training academies, with many police jurisdictions, and in fact, as of the filming of this video and as of the release, it will have been very recently that the United States Air Force had also put a hold on the use of the M17, M18 model of the SIG P320. We didn't come to this lightly, and we need to investigate some of these things. And I would like to say, first and foremost, if you were looking at training with Patriot Training, or even if you've already purchased a class, be not afraid. Reach out to us. I have some loaner pistols that are not SIG P320s, and you are welcome to use those, my friends. You don't have to sit out on the shelf. You can stay sharp. You can join us. One of the main points I'd like to make in all this is that the ban on the SIG P320 affects me as well. I happen to have two. You can see the gun is empty. It is locked to the rear. This is the one that I put some big dot sights on. I've invested a little bit in the betterment of this pistol. This one you can see is purple. We own two in this household. This one is owned by my wife. You can see that one is also empty. She did not prefer the big dot sights. However, had she, I would have gladly purchased them for her. And when I made this announcement and when I sought her counsel as well before making this decision, we've openly discussed the fact that she has trained with this gun many times. She has thousands of rounds through this gun in training classes, on the range, etc., and we have no issues. Furthermore, this other one that I showed you, the black one here, I have put this gun through fighting pistol at Tactical Response. I also used it as my sidearm at fighting rifle at Tactical Response. I also used this pistol at Pistol Craft with Valor Ridge, and I have used this pistol in several classes with Middle Tennessee Firearms Training as well. Zero issues. I have carried this pistol multiple times. Zero issues. People out there say thousands of rounds very casually, and some of them actually truly do mean it. I'm one of those few that actually truly does mean that. I have multiple hours training on this, more so than the average human being has on all of their guns combined, and have had zero issues. And I also understand that there's one dynamic that we need to talk about here specifically. The dynamic is this. In classes at Patriot Training, when we're going over the safety briefing and also the consequences for violating safety rules, I ask the question, and it's a rhetorical question: should we kick a student out of class before or after that student accidentally shoots someone? And of course, it's a rhetorical question. The answer is before. So when we see persons violating the safety rules, we escalate very quickly at that point in time. Similarly, do we ban SIG P320s at Patriot Training before or after there's an uncommanded discharge and somebody gets injured? The answer is very simple, my friends. You got to do it beforehand. Given the information we have in late July 2025, the gun just simply isn't safe. At first, there was many years ago a drop safety issue. SIG evidently fixed that. That may or may not still be true with some models. I don't know. Now there's questions of whether or not the right slide release was put in, whether or not it's something to do with the strike or a release mechanism. There's a lot more questions than there are answers these days, and I'm not a gunsmith, and I'm certainly not a SIG P320 certified armorer. And that said, we're going to err on the side of caution, and we're going to just simply say, for the safety of yourself and for the students around you, you can't bring your SIG 320 to a Patriot Training class or event. This hurts because I've got more rounds through it than the vast majority of people watching this video, and none of them, obviously, it never did anything bad to me, never did anything bad to my wife. I put it in the hands of my kids. Also, I must point out that it's my understanding, as best we understand right now, late July 2025, it is, as best we can describe it, probably still a safe gun to have on the nightstand, so to speak, as long as you don't drop it. The big issue these days happens to be getting it in and out of the holster. Maybe it has to do with torque that a holster might or might not apply to the slide. We're not really certain, but with all that uncertainty, it's better to be safe than sorry. Naturally, there's going to be some pushback. I emailed out to all of the Patriot Training alumni and subscribers and notified them of this decision yesterday. By the time you see this video, that will be on Wednesday. And there was no direct pushback to me at that point in time, although one or two did reach out to my friend Jeremy over at Middle Tennessee Firearms Training and asked if he was going to ban it as well. And since that time, and I don't want to put words in his mouth, but since that time I did see a Facebook post where Middle Tennessee Firearms Training has followed suit as well. And then on the Facebook page, I put the same message on the Facebook page, and frankly speaking, didn't take but a few hours until we got our one naysayer, and that's one naysayer out of 2,000 followers or whatever we have on there right now. And it goes without saying, person comes in, says, I'm done with this, I'm unsubscribing. Okay, fine. We lost one subscriber, and you know what? In the on the flip side of that, I'm not going to have to worry about an uncommanded discharge leading to an injury of one of my students, which I would definitely not want. I'm not going to have to treat that gunshot wound, which I definitely would not want. So to that person, I would, and any others that are like it, put your comment down there. If you're unsubscribing, unfollowing, go ahead. This isn't an airport. There's no reason to announce your departure. Bye-bye. Well, folks, that about wraps it up for this video. I would like to encourage you to hit like, hit subscribe, click the notification bell so you can find out when the next Patriot Training video is going to be dropped. And as always, I must remind you, you don't have to be a Patriot to train, but you do have to train if you want to be a Patriot. Take care.